This movie's ass, bro. I'm not even gonna get into the whole introduction. I was very excited to see this movie, Old. I originally bought tickets to see Snake Eyes. I should have fucking seen Snake Eyes, because this was some bullshit. M. Night Shyamalan does it again. Granted, the dude can make movies better than I ever could, but look, I went to see this shit. I didn't necessarily pay, but still, I took time out of my goddamn day to go see this shit, and it was bad. Okay? So, you know how we do it. Fucking half and half review. Regular review in the front, spoilers in the back. It's probably not going to be much of a regular review. Most of this shit going to be spoilers. So let's get into it. Let's go. So this family takes a trip to a beach. Well, a trip to a resort that the wife found on the internet. While they're there, there's multiple different families there, and the guy who runs the place invites them to a beach, invites different families to a secret beach. The shit looks like a villain's lair when you fucking get there. It looks like no one should be there in the first place, but that's besides the point. Most of them are white, so you know where I'm going with this. Anyway, basically the concept is on this beach you age faster. You age your entire lifespan in 24 hours. Apparently, you know what? I'm not going to mention that. I'm going to mention that in spoilers. This movie's bad, bro. It seems like at certain points, once they get on the beach, things start happening. Some of the suspense in the film is good. It's very well shot. Some of the shots in the film look beautiful, especially considering I went to see it in Dolby Digital. What else? It seems like when they get to the beach, they start realizing what's going on. Cool. And it's like the plot just fucking stops. Like there's no progression. They don't try to figure out why this is happening, how this is happening, how to get off. They have different moments where they're like, oh, well, let's try this to get off. And someone dies or something happens. And it's like, it's frustrating. It really gets boring as fuck, like towards the middle until the end. It gets to a point in the movie where I was like, this movie has to end soon, right? Like what's gonna happen? Because the plot is not progressing. We're not making any progression. It's just that things are constantly happening between the people on the beach with each other. It's just like conflict. There's no progression going on. And then once we get to the end of all the conflict and, you know, the characters, I guess their quote unquote arcs, and they decide to progress forward with the plot again and say, oh, hey, this is a way to get off the beach. But it was there the entire fucking time. It's just frustrating, bro. And then obviously it's M. Night Shyamalan, so there's a twist ending. That was bullshit. That was ass. You know what? Fuck this. We about to get into the spoilers, baby. Yeah, everyone on the fucking, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone on the beach dies except for the 2 main kids. They grow old. They watch their parents die. Some people die brutal deaths. Actually, most people die brutal deaths. By the time everyone's dead, the 2 kids, well, they're not kids anymore by the time this happens, but they wake up and they're grown adults. And the younger sibling, the boy, makes a friend at the resort. And they have this little coding that they do. And he forgot that the kid gave him one and he decoded it. And it said, my uncle doesn't like the coral. Basically, the coral, they're trying to find a way to get off of this beach. Every time they try to go through the way they came in, they start feeling head pressure. And it's basically because something about the aging and, you know, the way they explained it, it kind of makes sense, but whatever. Every time someone goes to try to swim in the water, they start to black out or pass out. It's crazy. The siblings get through the fucking coral. It doesn't look like they get through the other side. It looks like they drown. And M. Night Shyamalan, who obviously always makes cameos, appearances in his films, they realized they were being recorded the whole time. M. Night Shyamalan was recording them. He took the footage back to a base where the guy who's running the resort and a bunch of scientists were watching them and experimenting on them. Apparently, this was the 73rd trial. They're basically taking a lot of people who are sick to this beach based off of the people at the resort. They're using the resort to choose their experimentees. So, if that's a word, if it's not, fuck you. So yeah, basically they're saying, you know, like there's a woman who had epilepsy seizures. Basically on that beach, you age 1 year and 30 minutes, I believe that's it. She hadn't had a seizure for, I think, like 6 hours or something like that, like in real time, which on the beach is a very long time, which means they basically cured her epilepsy. They're basically trying to make it seem like, hey, we're sacrificing these people, but it's for the greater good because we'll save millions of lives. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Who cares, bro? Like, this shit was fucking stupid. And when it got to this point, it made it seem like it was never going to fucking end. Like, it seemed like the movie, it was 3 or 4 points where it felt like the movie could have ended and it didn't. And it pissed me the fuck off because I was ready to get up out of my fucking seat and go. And then by the time we got to the actual ending, it was fucking stupid. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, the siblings survived. They get to the resort. While they were on the beach, they found a book from one of the people who was previously at the beach. They basically knew they weren't getting off, so they wrote all the information in the book, the people who was on the beach with them, their addresses, names, all of that. Also, it seems like the rocks on that beach and like the minerals underneath the beach is what causes the cells to accelerate. Like, even to the point where people were getting cut with knives and it healed immediately. One of the wife had a tumor. The tumor grew to astronomically. Okay, so it's not just them aging; it's things growing. You understand what I'm saying? One of the youngest boy from the main family and another little girl. They started getting older. They were teenagers and they ended up having sex. And she got pregnant. She like had the baby fucking immediately. And when the baby was born, the baby died immediately. The baby could not handle, that shit. It was kind of wild. Things just started happening. The plot was not progressing. It just stalled for so long in the movie to deal with all of this conflict. It's like people stopped trying to figure out a way to get off the beach or even figure out what was up with the beach. And when the plot finally progressed and we got to the end, it seemed to keep going when it should have stopped. I don't know what else to say about this. This movie's ass. This movie's some ass, bro. I don't want to watch this again. I should have gone to see Snake Eyes. Oh God. I really should have gone to see Snake Eyes. This was such a disappointment. I had high hopes for this film. I truly did. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, flat out deceived by M. Night Shyamalan again. Don't waste, you know what, I'm not going to say that. See the movie for yourself. See the movie for yourself. When you do see the movie for yourself, come back to this video and let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. Hopefully if you didn't see it, you didn't watch the spoiler section. I don't like spoiling things for people. I don't make these videos to stop people from seeing movies. These are just my opinions. I always encourage people to see movies for themselves, because you may have a different one than mine. Leave a like on the video. Comment in the comment section below if you saw the movie and tell me what you thought. Subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell so you know when my Snake Eyes review comes out. Hopefully I won't be disappointed by that. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.